The mystery of life has long been a question pondered by humans. Consciously or unconsciously, we are all seeking to unravel the purpose of life. What is the true essence of life, and how can we grasp its fundamental nature? How do different perspectives shape our understanding of the purpose of life? Can the purpose of life be a universal concept, or is it unique to each individual? How do our daily choices and experiences contribute to discovering and fulfilling our life's purpose? Do the choices we make in life have an impact on our overall happiness and fulfillment? The paradox of enjoying life is a concept that highlights a seemingly contradictory situation, where the pursuit of happiness or enjoyment can sometimes lead to less satisfaction or happiness. This paradox can manifest in several ways. The more intensely you pursue happiness or enjoyment, the more you might end up focusing on the pursuit itself, rather than the actual experience of joy. For example, if you become overly fixated on achieving a certain level of success or happiness, you might end up feeling stressed or disappointed rather than enjoying the process. People often look forward to enjoyable experiences with high expectations, which can lead to a form of anticipatory excitement. However, when the actual experience doesn't meet these heightened expectations, it can lead to dissatisfaction. Sometimes, seeking out pleasurable experiences too frequently or intensely can lead to diminishing returns. What was once enjoyable can become routine or even less satisfying if it becomes a constant pursuit. Enjoying life often requires being present and mindful. Paradoxically, if you're constantly analyzing or thinking about how to enjoy life better, you might miss out on the actual enjoyment of the moment. The paradox underscores the idea that sometimes the best way to enjoy life is to let go of the intense focus on achieving happiness and instead immerse yourself in the present experience without overthinking it. The quest for understanding the purpose of life and the nature of spirituality has long enveloped humanity in a shroud of mystery and wonder. Throughout history, diverse cultures and philosophies have grappled with questions of existence, weaving intricate tapestries of belief that seek to uncover the essence of our being. Some see life's purpose as a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment, while others view it through the lens of divine or cosmic destiny. Spirituality, in this context, often emerges as a personal and deeply subjective experience, guiding individuals to explore their inner selves and connect with something greater than the material world. This profound search for meaning remains one of the most enigmatic and compelling aspects of human experience, reflecting our innate desire to understand our place in the universe and the mysteries that lie beyond our comprehension. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali offer a profound roadmap to salvation, through their detailed guidance on mental discipline, ethical conduct, and spiritual practice. By systematically addressing the nature of the mind and the obstacles that obscure true understanding, these ancient teachings provide a pathway to self-realization and inner peace. Through practices like meditation, ethical living, and physical discipline, individuals can transcend the limitations of ego and illusion, gradually awakening to their true nature and achieving liberation, moksha. In essence, the Yoga Sutras articulate a process of inner transformation that leads to the ultimate goal of salvation, where one experiences unity with the divine and freedom from the cycle of suffering and rebirth. Ancient Yoga Sutras come from the deep wisdom and experiences of early sages. They teach us that each person is capable of greatness, both in physical world and spiritual world. We are surrounded by the divine's power and creativity in every aspect of our lives. At our core, we are pure consciousness. And our true nature is inner light. What makes us unique is our ability to recognize our own divine essence and differentiates us from other species. Life is a precious gift because it gives us everything needed to experience true greatness. Realizing this inner divinity is the highest accomplishment for any human being, and missing out on this experience is the greatest loss. The Yoga Sutras serve as a guide to discovering and fully embracing this divine essence within ourselves. Once we become firmly rooted in this deeper reality, we are enveloped by a force that surpasses the boundaries of our individual soul, intellect, and the framework of our personal beliefs and convictions. This immersion in a greater truth offers a transformative experience that dissolves the barriers of doubt and fear that often constrain us. As we align with this expansive reality, we are elevated to a state of profound joy, an emotional and spiritual liberation that is not dictated by our material wants or basic needs. In this elevated state, we encounter a sense of fulfillment and contentment that is far beyond what we could achieve through our own efforts or desires. We are embraced by a reality bigger than our soul, our mind, and the world of our faith and conviction. This experience frees us from doubt and fear, and transports us into a state of joy unattained by our wants and needs. Our mind has two types of abilities, one innate and other acquired. The mind's natural ability is self-luminosity. It helps us understand, make decisions, and take action. The inherent power of mind, self-luminosity, empowers the mind to discern, decide, and act. This inner light allows us to explore the mysteries of life and master both our inner and outer worlds. The mind has the capacity to unveil the boundless mysteries of life and become master of the world within and without. This inherent luminosity is the source of all human ingenuity, creativity, and confidence. This self-luminous quality leads to the recognition of our connection with the divine. Our self-contained and self-guided inner radiance manifests as genius and empowers us to excel in our spiritual life. Inner luminosity is also the ground for our spiritual revelation of our relationship with the immortal divine being. Our mind is a powerful gift from the divine. Its greatest natural ability is to understand both itself and its creator. It can also grasp the world around us. The mind can explore time and space and understand cause and effect. When directed outward, the mind unveils the mysteries pertaining to the external world. We become scientists. When we turn our focus inward, we uncover our own inner mysteries and connect with our deeper self, becoming sages. The range of our mental abilities is limitless. Since our childhood, we begin life totally dependent on others for protection and nourishment. As we grow, we quickly learn to communicate, explore, sharpen our senses, and develop a unique sense of who we are. As adults, when we focus our minds outward, we achieve incredible feats, composing music, manipulating genes, splitting atoms, constructing skyscrapers, and studying the cosmos beyond our galaxy. Conversely, when we turn our attention inward in search of spiritual understanding, we uncover extraordinary realms of power and intelligence, transcend conventional time and space, and connect with our Creator. We are born in this world with an illuminating and powerful mind. Yet many of us don't fully understand why we are here, because our mind has acquired the tendency to neglect and dismiss its own inherent virtues. This tendency of mind causes it to create its own little world, and then it works hard to protect it. It gives rise to distorted self-identity, aversion, attachment, greed, lust, and fear of loss. These acquired attributes act as a veil for our inner luminosity, forcing us to grope our way in the darkness of ignorance.
We are all on a quest to uncover the mysteries of life. We seek to understand who we truly are, our connection with the world, the genuine source of happiness, and how to live with purpose and without fear. While our mind has helped us master the external world, we often overlook the possibility that by mastering our own minds, we could access a boundless reservoir of power and intelligence, leading to endless joy and true freedom. Instead, we let our minds wander aimlessly and fail to guard them against doubt, fear, anger, confusion, and self-blame. Consequently, we search for peace with a troubled mind, seek clarity with a confused mind, look for our inner self with a mind focused only on the external, and chase lasting happiness with a mind conditioned for fleeting pleasure. Often we mistake peace and happiness for material possessions like a beautiful home, a loving family, a hefty bank balance, fancy cars, or attractive looks. In truth, these possessions merely inflate our ego and lead to greater attachment, jealousy, and fear of losing them. We long for ultimate freedom while our minds are trapped in their own dysfunctional patterns. In essence, we embark on a journey of conquest with a mindset to self-sabotage, making doubt, fear, sorrow, and grief an inevitable part of our experience. Yoga Sutras detail dynamics of our mind, including its binding and releasing forces, and shows us how to gain control over them to connect with our true, luminous nature. Another important aspect of unlocking the power of the mind is understanding the law of karma. The principle of "as you sow, so shall you reap" sums up this unchanging law. Life is accompanied by a long chain of pleasant and unpleasant experiences, many of which walk into our life unannounced. When we fail to decipher the cause of those events, we call them destiny. If they are unpleasant, we call them misfortune. If they are pleasant, we call them luck. The simple-sounding law, "as you sow, so shall you reap," is the key to understanding what propels the events in our lives. It requires us to align with our conscience and act accordingly. Only by being deeply connected to our conscience can we distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad, and choose actions that align with our true values. When we experience a long chain of misfortunes or losses, we start to blame others. Our inner voice often asks, "Why me, God?" This question reflects a deep sense of bewilderment and frustration. When faced with challenges or hardships, it's a plea for understanding and a search for meaning in our struggles. We may feel singled out or unfairly burdened, wondering why these difficulties are part of our journey. This internal cry can reveal our vulnerability and desire for reassurance. We seek answers to why we are experiencing particular trials and what purpose they might serve in our lives. It's a natural human response to question our circumstances and to seek a greater sense of justice or purpose in the face of adversity. By studying spiritual texts and thoroughly understanding the law of karma, we can begin to explore the deeper lessons and growth opportunities that our experiences might offer.